I didn't do all the awesome shit that you did. I went to LA and partied and thought maybe I'll be an actor. Maybe I'll write a show.
Well, you chased it though, man.
Yeah, I
Paul,
did.
You did something though. You weren't stagnant.
Yeah.
And that's what it is about. You took steps, man.
Yeah.
And some people don't ever take the step. And it's dark. It's hard. You talked about it. You were depressed.
Yeah.
You were down. You were sad.
I think you said
meaning,
it earlier, like going on tour changed your life and your outlook as far as like going after things, whatever. And it absolutely changed my life. Like I came from a small town where I'm living at again now. Mm-hmm. And I knew that like, if I didn't have this band, there's nothing here for me. So I had to leave. But luckily I had this group of amazing dudes, whether it be Robinson or Faswa. And I was in 2 bands that were able to do that. Like I am so fucking lucky. And then going all over the place and seeing all these other places and meeting all these people and being like, wow, California is fucking amazing. People actually live here. Like they actually afford it. And like, there's another life out there outside of Ohio. And like, then we went to Europe twice and that changes you forever, especially when you're doing it from something you created and wrote songs in your fucking underwear in your room. And then you go somewhere across the ocean and someone's singing that song, it's fucking insane. So you go, oh, wow, like big things are possible. I can achieve things if I just take the steps, like you're saying, like just fucking do it. It's going to be hard. It's going to suck, but
just do it.
It's so worth it to just get out of your comfort zone. And that's why when the band broke up, I just said, fuck it. I have no money. I don't care. I'll be homeless on the beach in California. I got to go. And it was the best decision I made, but there was that hole in me this whole time of music. I did that pop punk band out there, whatever. But like you said, it wasn't the same, not the same guys. And, but yeah, I think moral of the story is just, if you want to do something, chase it. And
you have to,
if it's not touring in a band or whatever it is, like find something that can get you out of your comfort zone and just change your perspective, see other things, have experiences. It's so important.
Have to. I am thankful for the risks that I took and the things that I pursued that, were difficult and scary and strange, and required me to abandon a lot of other things, but that's caused so much growth for me personally.
Yeah.
But the coinciding of that phone call and the idea of this reunion and being like, hey, we want you guys to play, coincided with a separation and a divorce for me. And that had been going on, for a while. And, and kind of leading up to this, point of like kind of this rough, thing. And the same time period, of this thing, like, I mean, it saved me. It saved my life. I'm not saying I wouldn't be here, but what are the odds, man? Like, I'm
crazy.
going through this. I'm divorced now. I'm in my own place. I got my kids. I'm, pulling through, but like,
you needed something else.
I don't know where I would have been.
Yeah.
And I was lost. And Joe calls me, brings this stuff up. We start going down this path. I get the guys on board, Matt, Sebastian, Darren, and, Patrick and I always talk because we've been homies since day one. And everybody's like, let's do it. And then that starts it. And then you start practicing. I'm driving back in town to rehearse. I'm driving to like start doing this stuff. And we start like having, like creating these memories and moments like you guys do at practice, like all of us do, like with like when you're writing and we're just trying to relearn songs we haven't played in forever, just like you guys.
Yeah,
and
we're still doing that.
Yeah. And it was so good. And just, it was good.
Yeah.
And
it was like, I remember this. I remember why it was so important to me and the feelings that it gave me and why there's been a hole in me for 15 years where I couldn't fill with anything else.
That was the hole that was in me, and I was denying that it existed because I thought I had to be medical guy, academic guy.
And it's also easy to say, I'm too old now to be doing that. Like, and it's like, no, you're fucking not. Who gives a shit?
No, who gives a shit? It's just, it doesn't matter. And you know what? I have that happening and driving up with the guys and seeing y'all and playing and seeing the See You Next Tuesday guys and Fox and, you know, Drew, and then meeting Jimmy, who I'd never met, and then Rick, who I'd never met because Travis was in the band, and like they had changes. Shout out Travis, finally got to like re-see him because of the See You Next Tuesday stuff. Like, God, man, it made me feel alive. And good and worthy and happy, and like I'm doing something that's scratching that itch and making me feel like I have more purpose. And yeah, I'm a dad. Yes, I am. I have a lot of purpose.
Yeah.
But holy fuck,
but
man!
That's a personal
if you did
thing
this
that's
for
different.
something, yeah.
And that's what I tried to explain that to my girlfriend, because she would be like, "But you have me." I'm like, "I know, but this is something personal to me that is missing."
Yeah.
It's completely different from a relationship with you. Like, if I don't feel worthy of myself, I'm not going to be good for you. And so I need to figure out what that is. It went through years of just like being unhappy.
And like hearing you talk about your story on that first episode, like you and I talked a little bit, but like hearing that side of you, like, man, I think I'm glad you talk about like the reality. I think that's why like the podcast is so cool. Like, and I hope that other artists and creators and people from our world that come on talk about, you know, some of the bad stuff, the negative things, because not to say that, I mean, the point I'm trying to make is that like we need to have conversations about this stuff because it connects us.
Yes.
And the more connection you have, the more powerful you feel and the better you feel about yourself. And you have other people in this community of people that did this.
Yeah.
And we lost it and we got it back. So I think seeing you guys at that reunion, you know, man, it was unreal. I felt finally like good.
Yeah.
And I hadn't felt that good in so long. And it wasn't because I'm the front man and I'm on stage. And
no, it's the whole process, the whole
it's the whole process
of being there and loading in and
the prep,
hanging out, sound check. Like, it's just like, oh, I'm back in it. Like, the whole thing feels good. It's like, I have a
when
purpose.
You're on stage, do you look at the other guys and kind of smile with each other and like you have those moments where you're giggling maybe
when we first walked out? So I was freaking out a little bit, not like terribly, but good nerves, you know, just like,
I remember.
So we walk in the back and there's like all the bowling pin machines. I'm walking around kind of pacing, and like Will is just sitting there going, la, 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 like warming up. And I'm going, all right. I'm dumping water on my head. And like you have that. Shit. It's like 30 seconds till we go out and the intro's playing and the lights are all red and like Indiana Jones scary ass song is playing. And I'm like, it's real. Here we go. There's no turning back now. And you just have that holy shit moment. So we come out, crowd starts yelling. We made those new boxes with the lights in them. So I step up on there. Rob gets up on the other side. And there's this one moment that you could see in the video from that show. We both look at each other and like give like a big smile. And then boom, we start the song. So it was just like, holy fucking shit. 15 years later, we're doing it.